Maybe before the questions, I would just like to talk for a few minutes. People often ask me, what's the goal of this meditation, purpose of it? How does it, really take us from the present into the future? And, the answer is very simple. I mean, the goal of this meditation is to build a deeper sense of our own humanity. The goal of this meditation is to get the heart permanently open, so that we really learn how to function on the highest levels of our own humanity as human beings with love, with compassion, with dignity, in our interactions with other people, and even more importantly, with our interactions with ourselves. The only person that we have to deal with 24 hours a day is us. And we are the problem. We have to learn to fix the internal chaos. We have to learn to fix all the conflict, the tension, the obstructions that exist in us, the parts of us that somehow, drive us into all kinds of negative energies and things that really make us unhappy, depressed, et cetera, et cetera. The goal of this meditation is an open heart. Now, the human heart is not going to stay open unless one develops the entire chakra system. We need to be grounded. We need the mind to be quiet. We need the throat to be open. We need to be able to channel our sexual energy so that it activates Kundalini. We need to master our internal well-being. The entire thing, it's a holistic approach to doing meditation, yoga, spiritual practice. The development of one's humanity, once that really reaches a high point in one's evolution, spiritual life is a snap. Spiritual life is really just one step beyond that. And all of the energies in the cosmos, you understand, they will nurture somebody that is working on themselves to develop the heart chakra and to build a system inside that can sustain love, that can sustain openness. And, I think honestly, we all are born on the earth to learn this. And most people avoid it like a plague. They do everything but develop a system in themselves that can sustain love, joy, that can allow them to live here like a happy person. And yes, there are so many crazy things that go on in this world that detract from this process that I'm talking about. Wars and genocides and all kinds of insanity goes on in this world. But you understand, it goes on because it reflects that type of insanity that exists inside every single human being. And if people would make an effort to change inside themselves, it's the only way the world is going to change. We're not going to fix Maya. We're not going to fix illusion. We can fix ourselves. We can develop a system inside that enables the heart to stay open. No matter what the pressures, what the tensions, the difficulties we have to go through in life, they're all just nothing but tests, whether or not we can do this. And as I said just earlier, people avoid this like the plague. Everybody is going to fix. In my lifetime, they have probably put $100 trillion into fixing the world, and it's crazier than it's ever been. It doesn't work. It doesn't work because people don't fix the one person they can really fix. That's themselves. Building a chakra system that's strong enough to be able to live with an open heart, to live with compassion, to live with love, to be a happy person living in this world. To attain literally the highest level of one's own humanity. And I really believe we are born here to learn this. And on the way, we have to deal with money and relationships and family and endless problems that manifest. Well, the only way you can deal with those things is you got to build yourself. You have to get strong enough to be able to forgive and have patience and compassion for other people. Understand? And understand that it takes lifetimes to do what I'm talking about. It's a process of evolution. So have patience with yourself. Do the work. Understand. Hey, who doesn't want to be happy in this world? Everybody. That's the goal of all humanity, to be happy. But in order to, understand, you want to build a house, you got to put in the foundation, you got to put in the wiring, the plumbing, you got to put in everything until you can frame it and finish the house. We are putting in the wiring, the plumbing, the foundation, and ourselves to build ourselves so that we can do one final thing. And that is simply live here with an open heart, with love. God is love. And frankly, all the rest of it is just a pile of bullshit, It's really just people finding excuses, not to fulfill their purpose on life. And it's always somebody else's fault and the craziness of life and all the stuff going on. It's nobody else's fault. Everybody else is our teacher. And we attract them into our lives as a reminder of what we have to do to fix ourselves. I hope this is clear, because first thing it does, you take full responsibility for your life. You stop blaming the objective world for what's wrong with you. You take full responsibility for fixing what you have to fix inside yourself. The objective world, the external world, is just a mirror of each and every one of us, telling us, teaching us what we have to do about ourselves. And once we can get that straight, then we look out at life and say, okay, I got to work. You understand? Deeply in myself to fix that part of me that life is showing me, that truly is out of, it's out of balance. Does anyone have a question about any of this? About anything? Ask me a question. Anything you want to ask.
Third, I have a question.
Yes, Bob.
There's a couple times a day, I'm my chemistry is such to where it's like things feel as if they are, I know that they are askew, but it's like they're also hidden in many respects. I can feel it, but I don't know what it is, and how best to deal with that unconscious part that you feel, but you don't know what's going on there.
A second, Bob. Rafi, can you please sit still? Hold on. Can you please sit? You're disturbing the class. Go ahead, Bob. I'm sorry.
Do I need to repeat the question?
Bob, those unconscious part of you, okay, are essential for your life. They are the things that are reminding you that you have to grow inside yourself. We need, I hate to say this, I might run away. We need things wrong with us. We need to have them because it's the only reminder that we've got to do something about ourselves. If everything was perfect and we'd be a bunch of cabbages growing in some garden. We'd be cows grazing in a pasture. But we have things wrong. We have those unconscious parts of ourselves. And instead of beating ourselves up because of them, they have to be a reminder. I got to grow inside myself. I got to get closer. You'll never attain perfection. I have to get closer to a state of perfection. I have to get closer, in myself to a place where I am more deeply connected with a higher force of energy in the universe. We need, I've said this a million times, we need things wrong with us. We need to have parts of us that are not completely conscious. We're given these things by a higher force in the universe. We're given these things because none of us are perfect. There isn't a perfect human being living on the earth. And the problem is everybody is trying to fix the imperfections in themselves by being right and trying to fix the external world. All the Maya, the illusion, the mirror of who each and every one of us is. So what I suggest is just be grateful for the things that are wrong with you. Now, this is not something easy to digest, but they are your teacher. They are your teacher. They are things that get you sitting in this meditation class. They are things that make people run to therapists, that run to doctors, and to find out how to fix themselves. And we have a meditation practice here that can do it. And I will say one other thing, there will always be something wrong with each and every one of us. And that something wrong is not really something wrong. It's just a reminder that we have to continue to grow in our lives and evolve and build the chakra system and allow the heart to open to a place where there really is unconditional love inside us. And even that will be tested. So, don't get upset. Don't get depressed because there's something wrong with you. All right, God, thank you. You're reminding me that I need to grow in my life. I need to grow in my life. I mean, I think the most dangerous people to be around are the people that are right all the time. I mean, these are crazy people. They know better than everybody else. You ever meet people like that? I'm sure you have, that know better than everybody else. They can make you go out of your mind. They are so stiff and crystallized inside themselves. There's no room for growth. Somebody with a little humility that's willing to listen to life and learn from life. I mean, this is, really a human being. They're not right. I remember Rudy once told me, he said he'd rather be wrong all the time than right. If you're wrong, at least you can learn something. How do I learn how to fix what's wrong about me? If you're right, there's nowhere to go. So I wouldn't get upset about that, Bob. I would say, okay, thank you, God. You're really giving me an opportunity to grow today. You're telling me what I need to work on today. And then you have classes here 7 times a week. Work on them. Sit home on your own. Sit down with a picture of Rudy or Nityananda or even myself and work on these things and build a system that enables you to finally absorb them and grow because of them, not allowing these things to defeat you. I mean, I hope that's clear, because look, I've been through this in my life. When I was a kid, I knew better than everybody else. Boy, did I have to learn some serious lessons about how little I really knew about life. And I needed Rudy to remind me every day how little I knew about life. At first, it used to piss me off. And then I began to really know, Stuart, he's teaching you how little you need to, how little you know, and how much you, Stuart Perrin, have to grow.
There's that part of me that it's like if I cut my finger, I know, oh, I will put a band-aid on my bleeding finger. But it's like when if I don't know, I can feel things that are like that are askew, but if I don't know what it is, there's that part of my mind that needs to
Yeah.
has
Well,
to
look,
get.
well, the answer to this is bring your mind to the chakra below the navel. Stop trying to figure out things you can't figure out. Bring your mind to the chakra below the navel. Feel a little gratitude in your heart. Open your heart. Swallow. Let the throat chakra open. Get your mind quiet and stop trying, for God's sake, Bob, after 40 years, 50, stop trying to figure out life. You're never going to be able to do it. Okay? I promise you, I'm saving you a lot of agony right here. Don't try to figure it out. Just do what you're being taught, make it work, and all of that will get clear. It'll all get clear. As long as I've known you, you've always been trying to figure out life. It doesn't work. I gave it up years ago, Bob, trying to figure out what the hell this thing is all about. Why? I mean, last week, my ass was dragging here. I thought, my God, Stuart. So after that retreat, it was so powerful. It took me 4 or 5 days to recover from the work I had to do at that retreat. And my ass was dragging here. I thought, oh man, I told Jennifer, I'm going to give this meditation thing up. I told her, I can't do this anymore. And, and now I'm feeling light as and I worked on myself. It all got absorbed and I've gone to a completely different level in my life. I didn't think about it. If I would have thought about it, it would have made me crazy. If I would have tried to understand it, it would have made me crazy. I just worked on myself. To got this kind of lightness of being inside myself is wonderful. And it freed me of a whole part of me I needed to get free of. And doing the intensity of that meditation retreat did it. It made me go so deep inside myself. I had to get free of a part of myself that I've been wanting to get free of for a very, very long time. Stop thinking about it, Bob. Stop trying to have to understand it. Just bring your attention below the navel. Feel gratitude in your heart. The first thing I ever taught you, just do it for God's sake and forget about understanding it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Does anyone else have a question they would like to? Okay, thank you. Oh, God bless you. There'll be class tomorrow evening at 7 o'clock, and this class will be on Thursday, 1 o'clock, and then Saturday, on Thursday evening, there'll be another class where Jennifer will teach. And I just want to thank you all. God bless your questions and your being here and your presence. I say it all the time, but I really mean it. Your presence really demands that I have to work in a very deep way on myself. And I have nothing but gratitude for each and every one of you. So God bless you all and have a wonderful day. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody soon. Bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Stuart.
Thank you, sir.
The most wonderful talk ever.
Well, Chris, you say that all the time.
It's
I
true,
mean it
she
all
does.
the time.
I'll see you all soon. Thank you.
Bye.